We are currently running a donation marathon for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, whose mission statement is research, education, community outreach, and advocacy for cancer prevention. And up next, we have Bad Dudes for the NES.
Before I put this in, I want to show off the cover art because it is about as bad as it gets.
Oh yeah.
Can I see that?
80s cheese at its finest.
That is amazing.
This game will be run by Murphagator. I have to yell it because it has an exclamation mark at the end and it's in all capitals.
It is. That's important.
Are you a bad enough dude?
Well, I wore a black shirt.
Top loader's loaded. The top loader's plugged in.
Now, one thing before we start this game, there needs to be complete serious time for the intro, as this is probably the most epic intro in video game history.
Yeah, for the intro, and also I use timing cues on all the bosses, so I need silence for them as well as for about 5 seconds after each of the bosses.
Of
That
course.
is very important.
Very important.
We will shut the stream down. Yeah, sure.
I think I'll let the first one go and then I'll
Yeah.
pick it up.
I would appreciate that. The first one.
Yeah, if you give me a countdown, I have been practicing though.
Another game.
You're gonna have to try on your own, sir. Okay, so the first thing I want to show off about this game that's kind of funny is, from my understanding of RTA timing, it goes from power on.
No.
That's not true?
SDA timing's first move.
I'm not talking
RTA
about
timing, I think, is pressing start.
Oh, is it?
RTA's from start.
Okay.
RPGs for RTAs start from power on.
Yeah, so
Huh.
if you're timing from power on,
Some of them
the first thing you need to do to this game, yeah,
Yeah.
the intro is fantastic, but like it has that nice cutscene, so I'm just gonna shut it off
He's eating an
again,
apple.
and I'm gonna turn it on, and I'm gonna reset, and it's gonna go right there.
Wow.
So,
What?
so if you're timing from power on, the first thing you have to do in this game is hit the reset button.
RTX.
As I mentioned previously, the
Is there audio?
point in the code
No, not yet.
when you hit the power button from a cold start versus when you hit the reset is different. Is explicitly different.
Well, anyway, so I'm going to go one player because this game claims it has 2 player, but it's a lie. And I'm going to pick Striker because there's some other guy in this game, but forget that. Okay, so my first question for all of you. Are you a bad enough dude to donate money to charity? Alright.
Is someone going to read this dramatically?
The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president?
Okay.
It's been kidnapped by ninjas.
Yes.
I don't know.
You were like the worst possible person to read that.
Which makes him also the best possible
Yeah.
person to read it.
So anyway, dudes walk really slow, so instead we just exercise our ability to jump.
I like the dude's truck.
Yeah, the dude's truck is fantastic, and we'll be seeing a lot more of it in the very near future. So I'm glad someone brought up Karnov before, because we're going to beat him up. He fought some mystical demons or something in his game, but he just gets beat up by a random bad dude. Okay.
Alright, seriously.
Yeah!
Best sample in video game
I
history.
have done better voice samples on the NES.
Okay, so now we're on the auto-scroller, which
I couldn't even
is
tell what that was trying to be.
just fantastic.
He was trying to be amazing, and it succeeded.
It succeeded epically.
Yeah, so there's not much to say about the auto-scroller because it's mainly really long. The main thing I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate this sword guy to spawn, and okay, he's not going to spawn this wave. The next wave, maybe.
Is that a 7-Up?
It's soda, I know that much. Okay, sometime a sword guy is going to spawn, and I'm going to keep him on screen as long as... Okay, there we go. I'm going to keep him on screen as long as possible, because as long as he's alive, the game can only spawn one other ninja, and the main way you lose time in this game is by lag when it spawns lots of guys at the same time. So now's a good time to read stuff, because...
Alright. Thank you, Adam Blanton, for your $10 donation. I lost my grandmother to brain cancer over 12 years ago. Go, go, bad games. Thank you very much, Adam Blanton. And James Rodriguez, thank you for your $5 donation. Maiku Yama has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you a bad enough dude to save the dictator?
Okay, since I'm assuming we're out of donations, one thing you'll notice is I can randomly jump again in midair. There's a glitch in this game where anytime you jump on the frame that you land, you can just jump again. It's pretty special.
Thank you very much, David Clay, for your $10 donation. Same as last year, you guys prevent me from doing anything productive this week. If it's possible, put this money towards naming the main character Zelda in any one of the upcoming Zelda games. If not, any percent OOT. And thank you, Timothy Trickle, for your $5 donation. Been waiting all morning to see Karnov get punched in the face over and over. Put this 5 in the 20 I gave earlier to Die Hard 2 Guys 1 Controller. Shoutouts to the most awful game move ever, American Supernova.
Oh God. Oh no. Okay.
Shoutouts to Brian Badler, the
Yeah,
greatest
Brian Battler.
football
Very
player ever.
Dude's track.
So the glitch jump is actually, I missed it. The glitch jump is actually rather important in the sewers because if I get it right, I can skip over those big potholes and it causes the blue ninjas to follow me for a long time and it prevents a lot of spawns. But since I hit neither of them, I get slowed down a lot. If it looks like I kind of was being weird to make sure I killed that midget ninja, he will follow you all the way to the end of the stage. And he takes a long time to catch up. And the boss will not spawn until he does.
It's not a very effective use of copies.
No. I also do my attacks in this boss a very specific way. The nunchucks do 1 damage, and the fire punch does a damage and a half. This boss has 10 health, so by killing him the way I do, it prevents him from going through another cycle. If you just straight up use fire punches on him, he just immediately ends his cycle, so you have to kill him in a pretty specific way.
Thank you, Rasmus Olsen, for your $150 donation. This year, as the last years, have had great runs with great runners and commentators. Keep crushing the games, and we'll keep crushing the donation goal. Thank you.
Oh man. That guy's definitely a bad enough dude to donate
Yeah.
to charity.
Oh, definitely.
So, this,
Your
yeah.
games have the best auto-scrollers. That counts. That screen scroll counts as auto-scroller.
It's actually more of a cutscene because I have no control.
So if that's a cutscene, that's where we have the shocking plot twist that there's actually another layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and there I was too far to the right. The trigger only exists on the left half of the screen because they didn't want you to overscroll the screen, I guess. So I had to walk backwards to get back to the trigger.
So they took the screen scrolling programming from Karnov.
Yeah, and that's why we're beating him up.
Why can't you have better things, Garno?
Because Data East.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
It's Hercules.
that's okay.
I want to see that drop kick.
So this boss automatically does a reaction attack every single time that he gets hit. And as long as he's doing one, he's not allowed to turn around.
Brilliant AI.
Okay, so just in case you didn't get enough auto-scroller in your life, here we go again.
Oh, wow.
So the ground is very well programmed here. Yeah, it kinda doesn't really know what to do with this.
You can jump faster than a train.
Murph, I love your selection of games.
I know, I'm the best at games.
All of your games have a vehicle.
Yes! I am bad enough dude to donate money to charity.
Good.
Nice.
What just happened?
This is how you ride trains.
So yeah, it turns out bad dudes can fly. What's actually happening here is anytime you get hit, you have some invincibility, and if you jump into enemies right as that wears out, that happens. It's actually something that I just found out about, like, when I did a practice run for the marathon. So, like, I gotta show Kurt Q that, who's the guy who made the tasks, and he liked it, so...
The guy that was on fire, was he the one that you punched off screen with the fire punch?
Has to be.
You just wrapped around?
I guess.
Definitely.
The fire punch is pretty special too, actually, because the hitbox for it like is what it looks like about until you actually hit an enemy with it. And then basically for about a half a screen in front of you, any enemies that are there will get hit. Okay, so here's Zombie Karnov. We'll see him one more time, but you know, he doesn't really do too well when we have nunchucks. So. Oh no. Okay. I also don't bother storing the sword guys here because it really tends to not spawn enough guys to lag very much on this stage for some reason. The truck like really will lag a lot, but the train like whatever.
Ninjas are afraid of trains. Everyone knows that.
Well, they can just run alongside them, so I don't know why they'd bother with a train, but.
I like how the track, the wheels, the train, and the background layer are all moving at different speeds.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't they?
That parallax scrolling.
Thank you very much, Stianjevic, for your $5 donation. God bless the dude. $5 more towards whatever. Thank you very much, Juice Rickers, for your $10 donation. Lost my grands to cancer, so here's a little donation from the Netherlands for the cause. Keep up the good work. Go Cosmo on Ocarina of Time. Thank you very much, Patrick Smith, for the $50 donation. I am definitely a bad enough dude to donate. Also, Bad Dudes is the most awesome game on NES ever. Let PJ decide where the money goes.
Oh boy.
That's a dangerous decision.
How much was it?
$50.
Alright, let's put it towards OT.
Alright. And thank you, Jared Spazik, for your $10 donation. While Jared again had to get in on those sweet Bad Dudes perlers. Wait, what do you mean that's not a thing? That should have been a thing. I agree.
Should have put it
Okay.
towards ending Metal Mark.
He's not participating. Okay. Wow. So yeah, this boss. There we go.
Wow.
It never gets old.
It's so good.
But yeah, that
The
boss.
static is amazing.
Yeah.
Good voice acting.
Yep. That boss is mainly about just timing attacks when you, right when his invincibility ends. And he does a reactionary attack about every other time that you hit him, but usually, oh wow, I got in front of that. I was really expecting to get hit, but whatever. It's really just special. I don't know. Like really, Data East, come on.
They tried.
They really tried hard. And
Well, they tried
by
a little
that,
bit.
I mean they didn't really at all. Oh, that was a beautiful
Yeah,
spin
that was
kick.
an amazing snipe.
So we'll grab a soda, like whatever.
By the way, shoutouts to that spin kick sound.
Yeah, the every time.
Yep.
They're really good at spin kicking. Thought I did that too early. Like, the jumps over those spikes are deceptively difficult, and you have to do them extremely late. Like, if you jumped when you expected a normal platformer would, like, make that jump, you would die.
There's like it looks like there's 25 frame delay between when you push jump and when he actually leaves the ground.
Yeah, and, like, when you're walking, you don't, like, walk continuously. You take steps. And it kind of makes it tough, because, like, positioning yourself for a jump is difficult. Yeah, like there, my foot was completely over the spikes. But if I had jumped any earlier, then I would have died. So this boss is normally really hard, and I'm not actually joking about that. But he's not very good at
Nunchucks.
nunchucks. Alright, so we've made it all the way to stage 7, aka Dragon Gate. You might note the nice, beautiful graffiti on their walls down there. I don't know.
Boy, that is a
Right.
nice color for an entire stage to be.
Yes.
So you're heading towards the dragon? That seems unwise.
Well, you know.
It's training to beat up ninjas.
Yeah.
So he needs to come to the dragon.
Oh my god.
He just wants to see if he's bad enough to beat up a dragon.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, just for anyone watching in a different country, if you're curious why you've like this game seems familiar to you, maybe, but it's the wrong name. This game has 3 different names depending on what region you're in. and what release you're talking about. In the US, the NES version is just called Bad Dudes. Most of the releases are called Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, and some of the early Jap ones are just Dragon Ninja. Why they decided they needed to rename it like that, I have no clue, but...
It's because if you played Bad Dudes versus Dragon Ninja, then they could trick you into playing this if they give it a different
Yeah, like
title.
maybe it's a sequel, like they're not fighting
Yeah.
Dragon Ninja anymore. I don't know.
Boy, that game was awful. I don't want to play that again. Maybe Bad Dudes is better.
Okay, so this is actually... I didn't get it. If you glitch jump off that, you can kick all those guys as you're jumping off there and prevent all this lag. But obviously that didn't happen that way. Oh my god. Okay.
It's not very effective.
No.
Lights himself on fire and then gets stuck between some boxes.
Yeah. So now we're starting the boss rush, which is, I don't know, people say it's really hard, I guess. I don't know. Like, yeah.
Before we leave the Fire Ninja, he moves exactly like a Fire Ninja should move.
Oh, there's the dropkick for you.
Wow.
Oh.
You'll get one more.
Yes.
That is so intense.
He has to take steps back, do a somersault, then kick.
And his leg goes halfway across the
Yeah, and that kick hurts.
Wow.
That does 4 damage. That does as much as jumping on spikes.
I don't
gave
think
him a
it
step
does
back.
damage. It just takes a life away.
It should.
You keep
Wow,
your-
he's giving me a really bad pattern.
It also takes your breath away.
Yeah.
That too.
So one thing about the boss rush is that nicely all the bosses have a little bit over half the amount of health they did in the first fight, so it's not nearly as bad as it seems like it should be. Like this boss, I don't have to do anything special to 2-cycle. He has 6 health, so I can just hit him with the nunchucks. Yeah, very difficult.
They're really bad at getting around the nunchucks.
Yeah, the nunchucks, like, this is, like, a lot of people consider it a legitimately hard game, but once you've got the nunchuck strats down, like, come on. It's not really a big deal. Okay, I'm going to let this guy hit me a couple times to set something up for later. I really doubt I'll get it, but I will be extremely happy if I do. I have to be careful because the game is pretty likely to crash here if I do this, and yeah. Let's get out of the wall, please. Okay. Okay, here we go.
Have faith.
Also, shouts to the having ninja emblazoned loudly on your helicopter.
Nope.
Reset.
Reset on the final boss.
Oh, time by the way.
Oh yeah, time. I'm sorry.
The president was flying the helicopter.
I never said start even, so I don't know.
Well, was it at the last hit?
No, it's actually when he raises his arm.
Okay.
I don't know.
Roughly the.
Hey dudes, thanks
Oh.
for rescuing me.
15 minutes even.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go
about
for a
it.
burger. Ha ha
Okay.
ha, ha.
Now note, he said a burger.
Yeah.
He gets the burger.
He turned into ASCII art for a few frames in the transition.
Yeah,
See
Data
that?
East isn't very good at transitions. He also has this army of featureless Secret Servicemen.
Yeah.
Like,
They
I don't
could-
know who hired them, but they did not do a very good job.
Well, you stole her nunchucks. What were they gonna do to get through the rest of it?
Also, fun little trivia. In this game, it's obviously George Bush Sr., but in the original arcade port, it was Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, and they even call him Ronnie. But yeah, when they ported this game to the NES, they went, "What should we do to bring this game up to the times?" Well, clearly, we need to get the right president.
Yeah. So it would be really easy to set up for a remake. You just swap the president out, and you're good to go.
I'm surprised there isn't like a 2000s movie remake based on this game.
Well, somebody did a Kickstarter to make a Bad Dudes 2, but that did not happen.
Did you donate for us?
No.
Thank you.
Because no,
Thank
how
you,
could
Pat
you ever
Hermos-
beat this game? It's so perfect.
You just showed us
Yes.
how.
Thank you, Pat Hermosillo, for the $1 donation. This dollar goes to the one guy way in the back who was the only one with his arm up at 9:40 into this run. Alright, there you go.
Let's put it towards Die Hard.
Die Hard it
I
is.
think that's in the spirit of this game.
Yes.
Also, one other thing I'd like to point out.
Credits for this are longer than I remember. Oh, there we go. Data East. Data East USA. Very proud of themselves for this.
Flag has a ton of frames of animation.
Yeah, it has more.
It's
frames
about to
than your-
lose all of them, by the way.
Oh, well, the wind stopped. Flag became stone.
Yep.
Very nice.
Good job.
I feel sorry for whoever has to follow that up.
I think that was our finale, wasn't it?
Might as well be. Just shut the stream down. We're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. All right. Coming up next, we have Bayou Billy,
Yes.
run by Mr. Feasel.
Easy.
As a reminder, we are Speed Demos Archive, your premier source for speedruns of many different types of games, as well as lots of knowledge on said games. And we also have many people here from Speedruns Live who love to race a variety of games, whatever is to their liking. Wow, that's a nice zapper.
Yep.
Oh
Yep.
man, I get to actually proof call this now.
Good luck, microphone.
And we are, of course, running a donation charity marathon for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, whose mission statement is research, education, community outreach, and advocacy for the prevention of cancer. We run a commercial before we get started. Thank you.
What's that other one? Oh, nice.
Yes, nice.
You gonna run that with the light gun too?
Bye, Billy. is on.
Really?
Bye. Double click for dash. Oh man.
No, just shoot all of them.
Oh yeah, you gotta Morse code the A and the B buttons.
Yeah.
They do not have Bayou Billy on Twitch.
What?
What? They do not have.
No, no, hold on.
Oh,
The
wait,
Bayou
wait,
Just
Billy.
ask the
Okay,
runner.
the
He
Bayou
might be able
Billy.
to tell you, having dealt with this
It's
before.
actually called
Yeah.
The Adventures of Bio Billy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Twitch does these.
I was just putting
Did
Bio
Twitch
Billy.
finally add Shin Megami
We got it. Good call.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, it is now?
Yeah, after.